Right as I was about to film this video, there was an explosion and all the electricity went out. That was not my first attempt at filming this video either. And that, my friends, is how I know, one, the Matrix does not want you to have this information, and two, the information that I'm about to impart is about to be really good. This is your Leo season forecast for 2025, and know that things are now changing irrevocably. You can probably feel it. Some timelines are completely collapsing, while others that you couldn't even imagine, you couldn't even see, you couldn't even tap into, are now opening. Very, very exciting times. The next 30 days or so, as of filming this, about to be completely transformational. Let's dive right in. But first, let's do a little recap of the Cancer season energies, because I actually didn't have a chance to do a video on that because things were that intense. But I would say that the Cancer season energies are important to understand and to integrate before you're able to fully step into these Leo season energies. So the shorthand is that Cancer season is the season of water energy. And so it was like a massive flood of purging energies. And quite literally, right, we had floods, literal floods all around the world. This is not a coincidence. This is not by chance. If you did not know, weather is simply a manifestation of collective energies, okay? So there is deep cleansing, deep purging that has been happening. And this is to make space for that which we're stepping into in Leo season, the fire. Amidst this purging, there was a lot of ancestral healing specifically. So I know myself, I was and still am with my family back in the States, even though I do not live here typically. And there's a lot of personal purging, cleansing, integrating that I have been doing, that I see my family members doing. And I know I've had many friends, clients, people that I'm aware of, other people on YouTube, on TikTok, also seem to be visiting their families at the same time. Again, not a coincidence. Cancer is the sign of home and family, and the mother specifically. And so you may have noticed that a lot of issues around these areas were coming up. Know that this wasn't to make you feel like you're stuck in this loop and it's never going to get better. Rather, it was coming up so you can let it go. Again, it's all about making space. And then finally, point number 3 for Cancer season was that there's a lot of confusion around twin flames. Whether or not you will unite with your twin flame, who is your twin flame, who isn't, but there's a lot of confusion around twin flames, divine union energies right now, as these timelines are kind of all shifting around. It's very much a will they, won't they sort of energy. So that said, moving into Leo season. While in Cancer season, there is a lot of feels, a lot of emotional releases, grief in particular, crying in particular. That's water energy. And now Leo, we're moving into fire energy, okay? And what is fire energy? Fire energy is anger. So point number 1 about Leo season 2025 is your anger will become a catalyst. You are being challenged now as we move into Leo season and onward to use anger as a catalyst, to break out of karmic loops. You don't need to be aggressive with other people. That is expressing your anger in a very toxic, unhelpful way. Rather, you can become conscious of it. You can use it as fuel to help you bust through these deep-seated wounds, patterns, blocks once and for all. Point number 2, going off of that, you're going to be inspired to take more actions. We've been in this sort of liminal space, a sort of confusing period, kind of a rest and recovery sort of period in that Cancer season. But now that we're moving into Leo season, again, it's all about action. Fire is also action. So not only is your anger going to catalyze you to take action, but then you're going to take these actions and they're going to have a ripple effect, a butterfly effect on your life. Particularly, you're planting seeds for the end of this year, the end of 2025. So you may be inspired to take these actions in August of 2025, and yet not actually see the result of those actions until towards the end of the year. So there could be another kind of awkward space, but know that whatever seeds you're planting this month, whatever actions you're taking, it's going to be very, very powerful. It's going to have long-lasting effects. Point number 3. So another quality of fire is passion. And another thing that will be happening this month is in the space that was created when you were purging all of that heavy energy. Now you can reconnect with your passions, okay? That which really lights you up, that which gives you the fuel, the fire to keep on keeping, no matter how hopeless things may feel. So you may find that you feel yet again inspired to do something you used to enjoy, but that hasn't really felt in alignment as of late. And this is going to be very nourishing for your soul. It's going to give you that firepower necessary to keep making it through until the end of the year. Point number 4 is that you're going to be connecting more with friends and acquaintances and just all around new people. So while the last month was more so about familial connections and like really close friendships, there's more distance this month with the connections. It's more of a lighter energy, very extroverted energy, whereas you may have been feeling kind of in a hermit shell the past month or so. You're going to feel more extroverted now, and you're going to have the power, the drive to start connecting, making new connections with new people. That takes us to point 5, romantic sparks. So 2025 is a very big year for twin flames, divine union energies, divine feminines, divine masculines teaming up, coming together. And we haven't really seen actually much of that up until this point. However, Leo season is the turning point for that. And so you may start to notice that you have these romantic tensions starting to bubble to the surface. You may feel drawn to find a partner if you're not in a relationship, or to take your relationship to a deeper level if you are in a relationship. But now, in moving forward to the end of the year and onwards, divine partnerships are going to become more and more crucial. You may find that you're more and more drawn to these things, and that you're having opportunities open up in that area. You may be meeting people you didn't expect to meet, and developing feelings where you didn't expect to develop feelings. Point number 6, now that we're in this fire energy of Leo season, and you, my friend, are most likely in your villain era, you're going to find there's a complete intolerance for energies that are unaligned. So that could be people in your life, that could be job, living situation, just karmic patterns in general, but you're finding complete intolerance. You're no longer willing to tolerate it. In the fire this season, and your anger, it's going to give you the power necessary to break these cycles, to let go of that which is no longer aligned, and to make space for that which is. And finally, going off of that, point number 7 is that you are going to finally break through these long-standing patterns, cycles, blockages that you felt like you've been looping around over and over and over again. This is the month where you're gonna break some of these, and you're gonna feel a very tangible, powerful shift. Fire is a very powerful energy. Leo is a very powerful sign. You're gonna feel this power, this breakthrough, this possibility. And know that this month there are new timelines that we couldn't access before. You are now going to be able to access these timelines and follow that trajectory moving forward. So let me know, how are you feeling? How have things been for you the past month? And how do you feel about Leo season moving forward? Do you feel this is going to be a very positive month, another challenging month? Let me know. Now for some dragon light language to help you integrate these frequencies and move forward in the most empowered way possible. Asukata atinu yukutusu akatu usu etsula kata asana yetulu usi akata a esuna kata asina yatana esuna yakana usana yetulu kudu usi nakata yetala u nete yatu sane. If you felt that, I have a quiz you can take that will assist you in connecting more deeply with the dragons. Either way, my friend, much love, stay powerful.